Morning, how are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's a late night, not from my own accord. Just fighting with the husband, making up with the husband. Just,
Yeah.
I know. So, time away from the book, but not in a good way. It's
Yeah.
like, oh wow. So, I'm really tired this morning. I just slept like crap. How about you?
Sorry
Enough
to hear
of my
that.
complaining. I don't complain that often, but that is a complaint from me today. How about you?
I'm tired, but that's my fault because there was a book and it had to be read.
Which
What
book
can you
you
do?
wanna share? Which one?
Um, it was called Alpha Hunted, and I only recommend it if you want to cry a lot. There was a lot of crying. It was a very
Oh,
sad book. It wasn't a
my.
bad book, but it was a very sad book. So,
Emotional, huh?
yeah. If you're looking for sweet Omegaverse, but you want to spend a couple of hours in tears, go for it. It's fantastic.
Sweeter Megaverse. That should be like the thing that you start calling, your books, a new genre, new subgenre.
Oh no, that's not new.
That
That's a
is a
thing.
thing. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, hey, let's say hey, Jocelyn's here giving us her unicorn and
Hey,
coffee,
Justin.
which we desperately need. Oop,
Yeah.
got my Be Happy mug because, no, I'm sorry, it says be kind. So I'll
Yeah, it's close.
be kind to myself. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Megan Pierce. Good to
Hey,
see you,
Megan.
friend. Gwen Hunter's here. Hey,
Hey,
Gwen.
Gwen.
Jocelyn Carter's here again. And we have Grace and probably some
Hey,
other people.
Grace.
Be sure to like down below, everyone, please.
Oh
Thank you,
yeah,
thank you.
like, subscribe, all that stuff.
All that fun jazz. What's everyone working on today and sending us another cup of coffee? Thank you. Need it. I'm on my second, and I had given up coffee for a good straight like 2 months. I was on tea.
Hey, good job.
I know. I was really proud of myself. And then the last week or so, I just kind of blew it. So I need to get back to healthier eating. I've been eating like a complete asshole lately. That is just a thing right now. Actually, it triggers my eating always triggers when my mom visits, and then my aunt was visiting on top of it. It just is a thing. So I have to just kind of bring it under control. But I have been so busy with stupid work and books, not stupid books, and just everything else that it's just been too much lately. So I haven't had time to focus. My first husband used to call it out of control. Like he'd say O2C, O to the power of 2C. That's just the way I get. Does anyone else get that way? Or is this just a me thing? Like things just get out of control. I let them get out of control and then I have to rein everything back in and then the
I'm
pattern starts all
very
over
sure
again.
that's not just a you thing
That's good to
because
know.
there's a lot of groups I'm in that people spend a lot of time being like, I was doing great and then it all went to hell and now I've got to do it all again. And
I
yeah.
know. I know. It's just crazy. Very crazy. That's a sickness. Good morning, Kate. Glad you're here.
Hi, Kate.
Andrea's getting in her newsletter first, then writing. I'm going to do newsletter tomorrow, like I usually do. Hopefully, I'll be in a really good mood. I'm writing my MC's first date. Oh, how sweet,
Oh,
Gwen.
cool.
First dates are always sweet, unless it's not sweet. I'm just saying. Justin Carter doing your usual WAP, expanding. Well, expanding's a nice word. That's good. Good, Jocelyn. Gwen Hunter, definitely not a you thing. I have so many projects I need to work on and not enough time. Jeez, I tell
I think
you.
you've got to cycle them through.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to work on at the moment. Like you can't do it all. It doesn't all fit in a day. So like one day you've got to work on like exercise or whatever, and another day you've got to do another thing, and just you can't just fit it all in your day.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. There is no way. Unless you're doing these blocks of time. You know how people are like, block out your time each day. 2 hours you're doing this, then switch 1 hour of this and switch that, And I love it. It sounds really good. But in practice, like just that switching, I have a hard time turning it off. Like if I'm
That
into something for 2 hours and it's something and it's going good and things are happening and it's moving along. Like I have a hard time just saying, okay, I'm done with that for the day. Yeah. It's like, no, I'm into
Yeah.
it now. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just my
I
walking.
just literally don't have enough hours in my day.
I know, me too.
I'm like, I block out this
But
amount of time for sleeping, and then I have to do getting up, and then we get the child to school, and then we have breakfast, and it just,
yeah.
I don't have enough hours.
And you know what suffers is my sleep, you know, and I'm sure that's the same for most mommies who are trying to do it all is, you know, we steal time away from ourselves, which is a shame.
Yeah.
A damn shame. Megan Pierce drafting WIP today. She's somebody who doesn't ever seem like she has an out of control problem. Megan is just very steady and disciplined. I admire that. At least she comes across that way. Just love it. Kate Sadler editing Billionaires book today. Awesome. I'm sad that you're saying final. Does this mean no more billionaires? Are you shifting over to a new adjacent billionaire series 2.0 like Zoe York says? I gotta know if this is it for your billionaires. What's happening? Are you going strictly small town? I need to know, Kate, because you know we're like nosy like that. That's what we say here on this channel. Gwen Hunter sounds great until my mom comes over and needs me to help her with something. I know. But that's why we have this dedicated time. So it's time to write. What is everyone working on? Some of you said in the chat, what are you working on, Allie?
I'm carrying on with book 2.
Yay. Yay. So I know the last time we were together, you had to do work. Did you catch up on that a little bit this week on doing your book?
Yeah, I've just finished my work, and yes, I've been very good at doing my book in my sprint times. I haven't had a huge amount of extra time to do it in the rest of the days because I had some unexpected stuff come up, as you know, that happens always.
Yeah.
But I figure if I can stick to the sprint times as being writing times, then that's 4 times in the week that are dedicated writing times. So
very nice. Very, very nice. Kate Sadler says, sticking to one series at a time now. So 2023 is Small Town and 24 is Vegas Tycoons Billionaires. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I'm co-writing a Vegas series next year with AEG, with Grace. Kate Sadler, I can't imagine trying to keep track of more than one series at a time. It's doable, but then maybe that's why it's so crazy. Oh, look, the puppy. He is so light now. Not fluffy, but light. But I bet his fur is soft, that underneath fur part.
So soft.
So what's
his teeth are still sharp.
Oh, his teeth.
Yes, they are, puppy. Yes, they are.
Is it like going to be more gray? Hold it up again, because it wasn't centered.
Excuse me, Papa. But
yes. Him.
So he's still got some of the brownie down his back. I know.
He's like, stop showing me off, Mom.
Yeah. And his tail's still dark.
Oh,
so his legs have gone very light.
Yeah. I have been thinking more and more about getting a cat just for stress relief.
Yeah.
So, but I can't do it until after we come back from our trip in November. Maybe we'll see.
My husband says this is the best cat he's ever had.
Aww. What, the dog or your actual cat?
Yeah. Says the dog's the best cat we've ever had.
I actually like writing 2 series because I like to change it up as I write. But from a marketing perspective, it's more difficult. Yeah, I can see that. It is nice to have a couple series going because then when you kind of get blah on one series, you can switch and go to the other and just have a little palette cleanser. But marketing, a lot. It is a lot. All right. Well, let's get into it. I am finishing up Santa today. I know I've been saying that for weeks. It is happening, but I had to break. I had to write this other prequel and just some other stuff happening with deadlines and stuff. So I'm back to Santa. I've got edits coming in. I've got this stuff I have to do to it. So that's where I'm at. Shall we head into our first 20?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, everyone. We will see you. Oh, here's Megan. Impressed by people who can write more than one series at a time. Well, we're impressed with you, Megan. So, and you are writing more than one series at a time. Like she she did her one, and now she's on to another one, and she has other ideas coming, but she's also editing the last ones. Like, it's just
I
a
think
balance process, right?
and it's just depends on how your mind works. Like,
Yeah.
neither one is better or cleverer than the other. I don't think it just depends on whether your brain prefers to have variety or prefers to just go straight through.
Yeah, it's I think it's largely it's finding your own system, but at the same time,
Yeah.
it's hard when you find that your system is so chaotic. When you're thriving on chaos, and that my mom and I had a real good chat about this because, she went from having work life, home life chaotic, and then she was forced to retire, and she had to learn how to like not have such chaotic life. But then she'll do these chaotic things like, suddenly invest in some place in another country, and then some suddenly blah 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 blah, and it's like, mom, just settle down, just stop trying to create chaos in your life, but it's such a I hate to say it, but it's like a drug, the chaos, because if you've lived on a chaotic lifestyle, and traumatic lifestyle, that's just something that you're constantly, your brain needs that stimulus, and it's hard to slow down. So yeah, it's chaos. Organized chaos. Not so organized sometimes. All right. Shall we head into our first sprint?
Yeah, let's do it.
Now we're really going to do it. All right. See you guys in 20.
See you in 20. Good luck, everyone.
Okay, I ended up reading over the chapter and editing and moving some things around. So that's my current status. How about everyone else? I always have to like read over and get back into it, get back into the head, the voices, the people, all that kind of stuff. How'd you do, Allie?
I got 277.
Nice. Very nice. What did everyone else do? Let us know in the chat. So our trees are turning here. We have the golden trees going on. So that's always pretty this time of year. How about you, Allie? You have like indication of fall?
Our trees are getting very, very pretty.
Oh,
They're doing all those shades from green and orange and red and all mixed up. So it's just gorgeous.
The reds are my favorite. Very nice. Gwen Hunter, 40. Good job.
Yay, great job, Gwen.
Jocelyn, same here. Yep, gotta get back into it. That first sprint is always that way, huh? Megan Pierce did 5:05. Nice work. Took me a minute to get going. Jocelyn says, yep, read over what you got. I know. My favorite thing to do is country drives, even though the gas and everything right now, but I just love this time of year taking country drives. Maybe I'll work on something like that with my husband the next couple of days. Monday's some kind of holiday here. I forget what is it? Columbus Day?
Oh, cool.
No, we changed it, Allie. I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day now, if I'm correct. And then we have Veterans Day in November. So the kids are off school, all that fun stuff. Be a good day for country drive.
Yeah.
And the weather has turned chilly here. How about there? We already had our first frost, too, of all things.
I'm not sure whether it's been frosty because I haven't been out super early. It's certainly got very chilly in the mornings, but it's still getting up to like 17 degrees in the day. So you kind of got to wear layers at the moment. It's a pile it on for the morning, take it off, put it back on.
Love layers. Love layers. I would much rather wear layers. Gwen says she still has to work Monday. I'm sorry, Gwen. I know. I think I have Monday off. Either way, I'm taking it off. I work from home and my kids are home, so I'm taking the day. Kristen Williams working on Secret Santa blurb. Yep. I have my book, Single Santa, coming out October 25th. The following Tuesday, Kristen's comes out, Secret Santa. Every Tuesday for 9 weeks, we have our everything's A.E. Galton here. Andrea, her book is coming out as the 8th week. I think that's all we have here today with us. Yeah. So a bunch of stuff coming up. If y'all are wanting some holiday romance, steamy holiday romance, check them all out. It's kind of been fun to market together. We have giveaways. Oh my gosh. Kristen's been working on some swag for the Welcome to Kissing Springs series. We have this little red license plate that says Welcome to Kissing Springs with lips that we had created. Yeah, Andrea says, whoop, whoop. It's been fun though to market, you know what I mean, Allie? It's like I don't know, this series, and we created this town, and so we have like different stuff going on. It's nice to have, I wish that every book could be like that, like group marketing.
Yeah.
Because it's certainly made it a lot, and in some ways made it easier to have the whole group working together trying to push this series, Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways though, because I do a lot of the thinking, I guess, and a lot of the graphics. I mean, it's a little bit more on the person who's trying to organize that. Grace has been helping a lot. She does a lot with the newsletter and with the Facebook group, and it's a separate newsletter from my newsletter. And, it's been a lot, but I think we've all made it through and working together, and it's been a lot of fun. So
That's good.
Yeah, but it's a lot, Allie. I wish you could hire somebody to do like everything, or some things. I mean, you could.
I'm sure you can.
I could. It's just, who wants to spend that money,
Yeah.
That's the hard part, letting go. I don't know how some people do it. I'm glad for Kate. She has her husband helping her marketing wise, I think, right? Like, at least she did. I think last year had some help from him doing some of that. My husband, not so much. He has his own work to do,
Yeah.
But it's something to think about, Allie. Plan for now. How in the world do you manage all this? You know, unless you get traditional published, and you have your friend there who writes fantasy too. You know,
even if you get traditionally published, you still have to do a lot of marketing yourself these days. So
yeah, very true.
And what was the numbers that came out recently? Something like less than 5% traditionally published authors actually make profit on their books.
That was shocking. Like, I think
Yeah.
Penguin, was it the Penguin thing where in their lawsuit or whatever, they admitted their numbers, and it was like, 80% of their books sold 20 copies, less than 20 copies a year or something like that.
Something
It's
ridiculous.
pitiful. Yeah. Pitiful. And authors pin their hopes on publishers, so sad.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Megan says, can't wait to hire some stuff out next year. Lucky you, you've already done audiobook. That's a huge thing. But the day-to-day marketing is huge to grasp onto and to keep up with. I mean, Megan, you've been doing a great job though, because clearly you've got your TikTok account going and all your stuff. You've got your website up. It's just a lot.
Megan's done awesome marketing.
And then, and the more books you add, it just gets bigger and bigger. It's crazy. I think that we need to all find an assistant that we call share costs in. You know what I mean? Because then you'd have one assistant who's really trained well and can, do things. Maybe some of the bigger authors do that. What's that?
Some of the authors do have the same assistant. I know that there are assistants who work for multiple authors. So, and obviously, if you're a big name author and you've got a great assistant, and they're also working for other big name authors, then other authors are going to be like, that assistant's doing fantastically, so it's word of mouth. But as you get to know authors who are doing really well and have an assistant and get names and stuff, hopefully you can find a really good assistant.
Yeah. It's hard though to decide at what point you want to spend that money. It's it's got to be that point where it's detrimental if you don't,
Yeah.
Because you have so many other books and things that you're trying to focus on and more important stuff. And what's part of it do you break down to let somebody else take care of, Yeah. It's tough. But them's the breaks when you move up. You're trying to keep the balls rolling, or build or grow. Let's see. Megan says, I'm already training mine. I've been working with her in another capacity. Oh, that's great. My gosh. Good for you. Good for you. I know, Megan, you're planning to go full time soon, right? Do you have a deadline on that, or when you're going to release your other work and go this way? I heard that somewhere, didn't I? One of the groups. Anyway, let us know. Let us know your plans. Everyone's excited to hear this news. It's always exciting to hear when people are going full time. Yay, Megan. All right. So we hit our next 20. Looks like it's about time. End of next year, she says. Good, Megan. That's awesome. And when you have a plan and you work step by step for it, it's even better. Good. All right. Let's go into our next 20. We'll see you guys on the flip side.
Good luck, everyone.
Okay, we are back. How did everyone do? I had
Wow.
hello. How'd you do?
I'm not sure. I had to make some edits to my initial sex scene because I'd forgotten that werewolves have nuts. And you can't forget that. People like nuts. So
Wait. Are you saying nuts or knots?
nuts.
What's
You
that?
don't read of Megaverse, do you, Z?
No, what is it? What are these things you're talking about?
It's a swelling at the base of the penis that locks the man's penis into the lady's vagina.
Oh. And it's only in werewolves, or is this a real thing?
It's a wolf thing. It's a
Oh, wow.
canine thing.
How do you spell
But it's
that?
not Knot.
Okay, all right. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
And so you had to add those in. I thought you were saying
yeah.
nuts. Like, what in the hell? Okay. I love
No.
Allie defining nuts. This is definitely for not 18 and under. Okay, anyway.
Yes. We're an 18 and over channel. 26, 18.
Oh, Jocelyn, I'm sorry you did not do so good. It's okay. You'll get there. Kristen, almost done with first draft of blurb. Good. Jocelyn, remembering what you're supposed to be adding. Okay, Jocelyn, it's all right. It's all right. We all get there. We will all get there. Like dogs, not when mating. Oh, like they get stuck, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Horses too, I think, get stuck.
To me?
I don't know. I think it is an animal thing. It's definitely not a human thing, right? Like
It's no, and it's definitely not all animals either. Cats, for example, have a spiky bit instead. They just Cats aren't the one. I think that's why werecats aren't so popular as werewolves, because getting stabbed in the vagina is not what anyone wants.
Gotcha. Let's see. Gwen Hunter got 319. Do wolves too? Grace wants to know.
I went and looked that up for the last sprint. They do.
Interesting. Oh my gosh. Happy to help. Oh yeah, Grace is really good at writing blurbs. In fact, she has a slight business on the side doing that. So definitely, Kristen or anybody who wants help, reach out to Grace. AEGAULT, GAULT at gmail.com, basically, to get that out there. Oh, that's fascinating. I know. Is there some rule? I just read something this week. Some rule about shifters where the sex actually has to happen in their human form, not in their animal
because
form.
otherwise it's bestiality, and Amazon will have a full-on meltdown about it.
Can you?
Although I believe if they're both shifters, like if you've got like two wolf shifters and they have wolf sex together when they're both in their wolf forms, I think that's okay. So if they're both in their animal form or they're both in their human form, but I'm not sure I'd want to necessarily take that chance.
Yeah. Are they allowed foreplay, like one human, one animal, and then the shifting happens? Or
I don't know. It's not something I'd want to test, because
so
Amazon
weird.
can get puritanical anyway.
Yeah.
So
very interesting. We were just having a chat this morning, even Facebook, because in our Facebook group that we've developed, Welcome to Kissing Springs, which last I looked was like well over 200 people. It's been amazing to grow that group. But it one of the authors, Anne, I don't know if she's not on today, Anne had posted an NSFW, excerpt, and then two others have, but the one that's scheduled for next week got caught by FB, and it's not even an NSFW. So it's like, what are they? I guess it depends on who the person is and how puritanical, as you say, they are, I guess.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is.
Well, yeah. Well, very interesting. Let's see. 107. Why don't we head into our third sprint, and then that way we can finish up with some chat at the end. Megan said, I got 387, but had to yell at the new neighbor kids to not bounce on my porch furniture. It was get off my lawn moment. Funny.
Awesome.
Yeah. Little monkeys jumping on the furniture. Alrighty, let's go into our final sprint. We'll see you guys
Okay.
on the other side.
See you in 20.
We are done. How did everyone do? Let us know in the comments. What'd you do? What'd you end up doing, babe?
I got 203 that time. So overall, I have now got 639 today.
Nice. I wasn't chasing words today. I was doing little edits, reading through, adjusting things, and then had a couple emails come in that I had to answer and just setting up a meeting and a bunch of other stuff. So that was my day, but it's not done yet. I'm going to continue on. I have one child heading out with friends for the day. The other child is upstairs, and my husband is working, so it's a good time to rip through some stuff and get some stuff done.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you going to keep on working, or is this it for you today? I know it's nighttime.
No, this is it. Yeah, I'm going to go get some dinner, feed the animals, and then we're going to head over to Granny's because we're going out tomorrow shooting again.
Nice.
And it's our wedding anniversary, so.
Well, good for you. How many years?
12 years.
Oh my, you're babies. You're babies.
Really? Because I feel really old.
I know. That's nice. It's really nice. Well, good. Are you doing anything fun other than shooting?
No, just going shooting, but it'll be nice because we'll get to spend the day together. So.
Nice. Without kids?
Yeah, kids staying at Granny's for the day.
Oh, good, good, good. Megan said got about 180. Had to do some research. Would love to know what your research topic was.
Oh, you might not want to. Sometimes Megan's research topics can be.
Gwen Hunter had 1,013. Good day today.
Wow, Gwen, that's awesome.
No, she writes like crazy. It's great. Jocelyn Carter got a sentence in or two. It's a good short, but continue writing throughout the day. Good, good, Jocelyn. Kate sends happy anniversaries.
Oh, thank you.
Gwen Hunter, going to finish my scene, then I'm going to paint my nails. Good for you. A little you time, a little reward. Megan Pierce, I definitely don't want to know. You definitely don't want to know this one. We'll take your word for it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But does your nice FBI or CIA agent want to know? That's the real question, Megan.
Yeah. Are you being watched, Megan? How funny. How funny.
She's on first name terms.
That would make like, I don't know. That'd be so surreal if you're writing a book and then, you do actually know an FBI agent who, interesting.
Could you imagine what an awesome romance book that could be?
Mm-hmm.
Like the author writing the book,
Mm-hmm.
the agent, like, what are they doing? And then
it's too close to a real case, how does the author know this, kind of stuff. Say hi to Jeff.
That's her agent's name. Is it FBI or CIA? I forget because I am not correct on which of those agencies does which. You have too many agencies in America.
Oh my God, Allie, that would be amazing.
Right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That'd be super. And if I knew more about them, I'd write it, but I don't. So I freely gift it to someone who does.
Because what do you have in the UK?
Let me know. I want to read it.
Oh, we have blue skies outside. What do you have in the UK? You've got, what is it called?
MI5 and MI6. But it's like one of them's internal and one of them's external, and that's it. That's about all we've got. Oh, that I know about. I mean, we could have who knows what kind of secret ones. But
yeah, well, you have the Kingsman. There's a series of movies called The Kingsman.
Oh.
But I don't know if they're based on a real or if it's just something that the author, creator of those movies made up or whatever. But
King? Like the ruler of the country?
Yeah, Kings, Kingsman. They're a series of movies. They're actually really good. But they're about, kind of a 007-ish, the little humor.
Service.
Yeah. Oh, so it'd be secrets. That's why you don't know about it.
Secret Service UK.
See, we have Secret Service too, but it's not so much as
yeah, so it's the Secret Intelligence Service, which is MI6. So
okay. That was the Kingsman then.
Called by different names.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, ours is called Secret Service. And it's not a secret.
Mm.
That's the branch that actually watches, like, guards the president and the first lady.
Yeah.
Let's see. Megan always says it's her FBI agent. What about Interpol? See, you do have quite a bit of stuff over there, Allie. Interpol is like, yeah, isn't it like continent wide? There's like,
Yeah, Interpol's not British per se.
but did Britain had a when they Brexited? Are they
So
still
we've
part of
got,
Interpol or no?
yeah, I think so. I think we kept that. We've just got the Ministry of. We've got military intelligence apparently. This is not giving me MI5 and MI6. So it's really not
Maybe
like
because
they
they're
have.
secret.
I swear, each thing has like 5 different names. So you think we've got more than we do?
It's all interesting, and they don't really want anybody to know anyway. So they're probably spewing out all kinds of false information. So
Yeah, Interpol is apparently headquartered in France.
yeah, I thought it was a French thing. I was going to say that earlier, but I thought, well, maybe it is continent wide. But it is continent, but yeah, headquartered there.
International Criminal Police Organization.
Is that what that stands for?
Yeah.
Wait, International Criminal Police Organization.
Yeah, I suspect that they're not criminal police, but they're policing criminals.
And not criminals
That's
and police
ambiguous, I
working
feel.
together. Yeah, it's kind of an odd name, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's no, it should be Intercrimpol then, not just.
It should be. I'm guessing it started off as just international police and then they added on words to make it sound fancy.
Well, that's probably men. Men started it, so they do these things. They don't consult the logical women in making these things. We're probably being watched right now by the FBI talking about all this.
Maybe.
They police the international criminals, yes. From France. Oh, fun. Wow, that was an interesting discussion. That was very cool. Very, very cool. I had an FBI agent show up in my house one time. Did I ever tell you that story?
Wow.
I know. I'm always full of stories. Now, my previous husband was trying to get a job, and I believe he does work for the NSA, but switching from Marines to the NSA. And when he did that, apparently they did extensive background checks, clearly. So they showed up at my door. This woman showed up at my door one day, unannounced, and said who she was with and that she was performing extensive background check and needed to interview me. And wondering if I would recommend my ex for that job. That was quite the predicament to be in.
Right.
So asking all kinds of in-depth questions. And then later I thought to myself, I heard he'd been dating a woman from the FBI when he moved to Washington, D.C. And I thought, I wonder if this woman is like his girlfriend. And she just posed. Like, I knew he was changing jobs, so it could have been for real. But what if she was posing as like the background searcher, but was really looking for information on our past, Because I thought, gosh, I was really naive, just letting somebody in like that and talking to them for an hour. That was kind of weird.
Did you not check their identity and everything?
Oh, she showed something. It's not that she left a card or anything, but she flashed whatever at the door. I don't know. Right. It's not funny. Could be a good beginning to an interesting story. Anyway, all kinds of fun things happen in my past. It's just bizarre sometimes to think about. All right. Well, what do you have going on? See, we know what you're doing. I'm doing nothing but finishing this book. That's what I'm doing. What is everyone else doing? Hope you're having fun. Hope your weather is nice. We have a long weekend here. Some of us do. So we'll have, next day, Monday, which is nice. I might make a pumpkin thing tonight. A little pumpkin cake. Pumpkin cookies with whipped cream on top. I don't know. Something pumpkin-y. We've already talked how you don't do that over there, so.
We're not big pumpkin eaters.
Not big pumpkin eaters. Yeah. So
but We have
Mhm.
carrot cake and stuff, so I guess vegetables
It's very similar.
go into food quite well. Yeah.
For a while when my kids were little, I was really into that. I think was it Jerry Seinfeld's wife was really into like hiding vegetables within food you would
Mm.
make. So like there'd be onions and zucchini and squash, like,
Yeah.
shredded and bits, very tiny bits put into anything you were making. Put it into cereal. I mean, it was just bizarre, some of the things, but really, I was into that for a while. But nowadays, my husband's like, he wouldn't know a vegetable from, I don't know. They don't do vegetables very well. Jocelyn says baking brownies with cherries in them.
Well, that sounds yum.
I'm not a
Megan
big,
says it's chilly here, so settling in for a long weekend on Friday.
not a big fan of fruit and chocolate going together. Only a couple specific things, but I like raspberries with like shaved dark chocolate in it, or raspberry ice cream with shaved dark chocolate. And I do like that. But good, Jocelyn. That's good for you to get your fruit in with your chocolate. I
Yeah.
do applaud your efforts there. Going to the library this afternoon. Yay. Good job, Kate. I used to
Justin's
love
got
going to the
perfect cake with it.
I used to love going to the library with my mom once a week when I was little. Perfect baking weather. Made pumpkin bread this morning. Yay. Good, good. How do you make courgette bread? I don't know what that is.
Courgette. It's zucchini.
Oh, zucchini bread.
Mhm.
Oh.
We have a completely different word for zucchini.
So I like the word courgette. That sounds so much
Mhm.
better than zucchini.
I don't know. I kind of like zucchini.
I need to use my ingredients, so I'll be making more ice cream soon. Oh, good. Yes.
Mm.
All right. Well, you all sound like you're having a great fall weekend. Nice fall
Yeah.
weekend. So, shall we go forth and prosper and write all the words
Yes.
and eat all the food and have a good time and enjoy your anniversary tomorrow, Ollie? I hope you and
Oh,
your
thank
hubby
you.
have a really good time.
Yeah.
Have fun
Enjoy
without
all
the
your
kids.
various vegetable baking.
I know, really. We don't do it that much. Pumpkin. I'll do pumpkin. Pumpkin
A lot of
baking.
pumpkins.
All right. Well, hey, well, have a really good answer
Oh,
to
what?
courgette.
So whether I make courgette bread? I have never made courgette bread. I have made banana bread. I do like courgettes actually. They're one of the vegetables I do like. But no, I'm not. I was never super into vegetable baking or any kind of baking. I like to eat baking. I'm not so good at doing baking. So
Well, you said courgette is like a zucchini, right? Is a
yeah,
zucchini? Okay. So with zucchini, you can make zucchini bread. So there's all kinds of
yeah.
recipes out there, Megan. But we actually, do you ever eat the zucchini we cut it in half, take out the seeds through the middle, bake it with some oil and salt and pepper on top, and then stuff it with we do Italian sausage, tomato sauce, and mozzarella cheese on top. Bake it so it's all nice and yummy.
Yeah, my
Stuff,
dad's done a baked courgette, and that was quite nice.
stuffed
Like
zucchini.
stuffed
Yeah,
marrow, but
yeah,
just much smaller.
yeah.
It is a thing that I've heard of. Yes, it is a thing that I know some people have done, but I don't know many people who bake and they don't give me all their things that they bake, which is rude, frankly. Everyone who I know who bakes should totally feed me tea.
I
But
know,
yes,
really.
it's a thing. Like carrot cake, like courgette cake was a thing for a while.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Nice. Well, do you bake cookies with your kids around Christmas time? Do all the, sugar cookies cut up in the little,
not
designs?
very often. I'm not good at baking with the kids because I'm like everything has to be perfect. If it says one egg, the whole egg has to go in, not just the bits that are left off. The kids have smashed it on the side and stuff. And if they whisk too hard and bits fly out, I'll panic that the recipe won't be right. So,
But that's the whole fun of baking as kids is you get to make a mess. They're washable. Your place is washable.
but my brain isn't washable. My
I
brain's broken.
always baked with my kids. I love it. My
I need
littlest
to
and I
take
cook all the time together.
the kids around to Grandma's house. I think because she does baking for Christmas, and
Mm-hmm.
let them bake with her.
Yeah. They can't miss out on that important family thing, the
Right?
baking. Yeah. Yeah. That's the fun part growing up.
And they certainly like the eating.
Yes. Licking the bowl. That was heaven
Yes.
when they were
Oh,
little.
yeah, we've done
Oh, it
cake
still
mixes
is.
occasionally, and yeah, they love licking the bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they didn't, I'd have to wonder whose kids they were, in fairness.
Really. Oh, funny. Oh, well, you all enjoy do you have a gift for your husband, or is the gift just spending time together?
Oh, no, just time. We're broke. There are no gifts.
I love it. Time is the most important thing anyway.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, enjoy your time tomorrow, and we'll chat with you next week. You'll be back Tuesday for Sprints with
Yep.
People.
I'll
And
be here Tuesday.
next Saturday we'll be back.
Yep.
And I look forward to talking with you more then. Bye, everybody. Andrea
Bye-bye.
says bye. Bye, everyone.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
joining
weekend.
us.
Hit the like button down below.
Yeah. Have a super long weekend, everyone.
Bye. Enjoy. You want me to hit the button?
Go for it.
Okay.